What's up, internet friends? Hi, my name is Nikki. Welcome to Proof of Life Concept, Proof of Life Log, where I prove that I am alive. And today's topic is expression. Expression is all we have. We'll go outside first, but we have a special guest for today. Let me show you. And I want to go on a walk. I want to go on a walk. Okay. Boink, boink. We're going up the stairs here. Alright, we're outside now. On top of the rooftop garage. Cloudy day. Nice breeze. What is expression? What do I mean by expression is all we have? Can we really own our own expression? What is a pure form of expression? I hope to answer these questions in this little free flow style of video. Hope you slow down with me as I talk to you, express myself to you. So to say expression is all we have, I don't think anything in the universe necessarily belongs to us. Anything that is found in our worldly material things, we can call it ours, but you cannot bring any of that beyond your death when you die. So expression is all we have, really, in my belief. Expression is who we are. An act is an expression. An action is an expression of self. How you behave is a form of expression. But what is a pure form of expression? Well, I think a pure form of expression requires a bit of a immediacy and authenticity, where you try to reduce the gap between your mind and expression, or your soul and expression. The time between, or the space between mind and expression, the closer that reduced barrier is, the closer you are to a pure form of expression. Now, I don't know if this necessarily is a pure form of expression, me right now talking to you through this digital screen, because language itself contaminates pure expression. Because these words that I say, they affect the words I think. They affect my thoughts and my emotions. It's interesting how language shapes us in our expressions and how we see the world, how we navigate the world. But I think it's an important question. I think expression is an important topic because expression is a cure for depression. The better you're able to articulate your own inner projections, your own inner thoughts and emotions, the better you are able to connect with others and to share what's within. Last night I was having trouble sleeping. My mind was spiraling out of control. I think I didn't sleep until like 7 a.m. and woke up at 9, so excuse me if I'm a bit incoherent or manic, as I am on 2 hours of sleep. So maybe I am a little delirious, and hope I don't ramble too much. So I got my notes here to refer to. But the closer you can reduce this gap, the closer you can minimize this gap between yourself and your form of speak, I think you are creating a more pure form of expression. You are more authentic, and when you try to be authentic, I think you lose the point and you fall into like this authenticity paradox where you're striving to be something that you may not be. So you should just be authentic, which I don't know if that really helps. So I think an aim of these videos is to really find my voice, find my authentic voice, find my true voice through this raw, candid, honest medium, form of medium. But alas, I am limited to my own expression and bodily vessel perspective, bodily humanly perspective. So expression is a cure for depression, as I'm saying, because it does reveal what's inside. The better you're able to articulate and communicate, the better you're able to understand yourself. And therefore, if you're able to understand yourself better, you can understand others better. So expression allows for you to understand yourself better. A lot of repetition there. But I really want to drill that in because I don't think enough people put enough importance on their ability to communicate. And this is part of why. Oh, I have a doggy. Oh, there's a doggy. Dogs are great at expressing themselves. Oh, hey. So I have my friends here. Say hi, Sonny.
Oh, hello. Oh my god, I gotta go get her.
Sorry.
I know what you want.
How'd you get up there? Did you hop the fence?
Yeah, I hopped the fence to get over here. There's my friend Chris, too. But where was I? Yeah. So, expressing yourself is a good way to connect with your friends, connect with others, and maybe not just through spoken word. I think.
You're gonna lock yourself out.
Thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
He gave me the keys to his apartment. Alright. Now where was I? Maybe I'll cut for a second. Cut. Alright, we're back. So, when was the last time you gave yourself space for emergence? For your thoughts to really marinate? I think in this world we live in, this world of noise, this world of constant distraction, it's hard to find space for yourself, for your voice. It's hard to find time for yourself, for your voice. When was the last time you really took the time to notice and witness your own thoughts and your own awareness? I think this is an important step, a crucial step in being able to express and articulate yourself better if you have a greater awareness and a greater ability to notice the thoughts that pass. Because even these thoughts that we have, even these emotions that we have, they don't necessarily belong to us. We are merely a vessel, an observer, a witness to all of these thoughts, emotions, feelings. We are an awareness of these precepts, these concepts, these perceptions. We are not necessarily our perceptions, but we create our perceptions through our expression. Now that's kind of sounds a little crazy, but I think it's true. How you express yourself, how you act, how you behave, these are forms of expression that you put out into the world, and they shape you. They shape the self, your self symbol. Your self symbol is a form of expression. How you see yourself is a form of expression. But thinking to last night, I remember my thoughts were just going out in a spiral. I just couldn't contain them. I just was going crazy. And I just had to write down all these thoughts, capture these thoughts. It's as if I'm trying to hold on to these fleeting ideas that were never mine to begin with. I only make them mine by speaking it out and finding my voice. And it doesn't really matter who watches this. I think if no one watches this, that's okay. Because this is an act for myself. This is me creating expression for myself. I mean, there is an important degree. I'm not saying you should just forget society and live like a hermit. Because part of expression is connection, this interconnection between us all. The world wants us to make us forget that we are not connected, that we are all isolated in a void of mind. But I think expression allows bridges to be formed between people, allows for us to understand each other's maps, allows for us to understand each other. Because without expression, there's no way to bridge the gap between me and you, between even yourself and your own thoughts. So, I don't know what else to talk about. Getting kind of tired, honestly. But I'm trying to keep myself accountable to post every week, expressing myself in a raw way to shrink that gap that I'm describing. Because the larger the gap you have from yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, I think the greater dissonance you feel. I think I get a sense of joy out of these videos, even if it's for myself. An autotelic endeavor. It's a self-serving endeavor after all. And maybe it'll help people on the way. I don't know. Who knows? I don't think I could help people, but I think I could help a person in my expression. Spiral. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm also writing this book, is really just a great act of expression. I think that's why people write books, is to express themselves. How many times have I said express in this video? Someone could account for that. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this. It does signal to me that there is a bridge of connection between us. This was a bit of a silly topic, a little sensitive, a little in my feels, but I think it also helps me slow down the spiral of thoughts. When you speak out, I think there's a beauty in the dialogue, in just spoken word. There's beauty to this that makes you really slow down and find presence, find your voice in the present. I think there's a part of my time in my life where it was hard for me to express myself. I still have struggles expressing myself to others. I think I'm quite soft-spoken, and I tend to listen more than speak, because sometimes I feel my words are worthless, or sometimes it feels that it's not worth trying to speak out what I'm feeling. Or, I don't know, I think I like to listen to others first before really speaking. I mean, we have 2 ears for a reason and one mouth, and I don't think enough people participate in active listening. Maybe that is also a form of expression, in active listening, active noticing, active observing without judgment. But there was a time in my life where it was hard for me to express myself, and I grew manic and I grew depressed. I grew anxious and stressed from just all the overwhelming noise. I felt like I couldn't find myself. I couldn't release what was inside. I was trapped in the perception of others. I couldn't express myself, and it chewed me up inside. It was killing me inside. It was killing my spirit. So try to express yourself as clearly as you can. Try to articulate. Try to really think, but not overthink. I think that is also a struggle I face, overthinking. Because if you overthink it, I think you lose that immediacy, that authenticity, that purity of expression. I think through repetition and through writing, you're able to really hone your expression and really tap into what makes it pure, what makes it you. That's how you really, I think, find your authentic voice without trying too hard, but trying enough. Finding that flow, finding that feeling that makes it feel so effortless and frictionless. I think that's where you find your voice. That's where you really find joy. That's really where you really find yourself. So, I think I'll end with that note. Yeah, end with that note. But yeah, you should journal. I recommend it. That's also what has helped me think better, speak better, act better, live better. But again, thanks for watching. It's a little different scenery this time. We got my van down there. Oh, not down there, but there's dogs down there. I don't know if you could see, but my van is over there somewhere. Yeah. But like and subscribe if you want to keep along in my journey. There's a lot I have been working on, from writing a book to working on the startup with my dad and his friends in the restaurant industry, to van life, and to building whatever this is. My personal brand, as they say. But that's me really trying to develop myself better so I can create more impact and have more compassion for change and for good. So like and subscribe. That'll really express to me that people are listening to what I have to say. Makes me feel loved. But regardless, thanks for watching. Internet friend, stranger perhaps, friend. You should also check out my Live Life letters. I think I'll leave a link in the description. Yeah. But that's it. You can stop watching for real now. Bye. And thank you. Bye.